I want to switch gears, if you don't mind, sir, to this United States Marine who's still holed up in Mexico. Do you know what really happened there? Do you know why he is still held? This has happened to soldiers on both sides who've ended up or wandered into the other's border with no incident. It's been resolved quickly. Not in this guy's case. Is there something we're missing?
Neil, I don't really know enough that I could comment on that.
So if you were president, I'm just saying, and wondering why it's lasting so long, any ideas what our president should do to resolve it?
Again, I want to hesitate to comment on that, not knowing what the details are in the president's mind and the kinds of things he needs to undertake in order to resolve the situation.
All right, fair enough. But if you'll indulge me again, at the risk of being obnoxious, there are many in your party who are calling for locking down the border completely, sealing it up, getting really tough with Mexico, maybe stopping aid until this is resolved. You say what?
Listen, this brings up the larger question about the border. The law starts at the border. We have got to make sure that that is the case. It's one of the things in the larger issue of immigration debate that we actually agree on, which is why I've been telling the president, why can't we do the things we agree on rather than to bring up this whole amnesty bill that the Senate is proposing, which I'm against, and just do the things like border security so that this kind of incident doesn't happen?
Well, that's unlikely, which prompted, I guess, Speaker Boehner to say the chances of addressing this whole issue with this Congress is not happening. What do you think of that?
Well, and listen, not until the president restores the trust that has been so utterly lacking between him and this Congress and, frankly, the people that we represent. You know, you can't, I believe, approach this situation by saying all or nothing, my way or the highway. There are some things in common that we agree on. I've always said I believe in doing something for the kids who've been brought here, unbeknownst to them in most instances. I've always said we need to do something on the border to make sure that our law starts right there at the border. And this is part of the reason why people want to be in the United States, is because of our laws and their equal application and the ability to afford people opportunity in this country. We cannot allow the law to be frayed. It's the very fabric of our country. So I say to the president, let's do these things rather than fixate on this comprehensive fix that includes an amnesty measure in the Senate. We don't want to do that. The American people, I don't believe, want to see that. They want to see Congress working on the things that we can agree on.
A lot of Tea Partiers are still upset, feeling that Speaker Boehner is giving them short shrift. They don't feel loved anymore. Do you love them?
Sure, listen, you remember what the acronym means. Taxed enough already. There's all of us conservatives, we believe that that is the case. This government has gotten entirely too big. And remember what happened when the Tea Party arose. It was back in response to the extreme overreach of the Obama administration, the explosion of government spending and regulation, and it involved grandmas and grandpas, moms and dads that had never been involved in politics before, brought into the debate. They've been a force for good. We have cut spending since they have come in. We have fought to reduce the size of government. We voted, all of us, against the stimulus bill. We have stopped any more of the statutory changes this administration has been trying to make.
So everything's going to be hunky-dory.
Well, listen, I mean, there is certainly, leading up to election, a lot of divide, but the differences between conservatives pale in comparison to the differences we have at the left.
Congressman.